It was supposed to be a quiet morning at the National Cemetery. The air was still, and the only sound was the rhythmic click of boots as the tomb guard performed his solemn duty. For generations, the tomb of the unknown soldier had been protected with unwavering discipline. Every step, every turn, every motion executed with absolute respect. But that day, something happened that no one could have imagined. A woman, known among her neighborhood as the most relentless Karen of all time, had recently been sworn in as a local police officer. With her badge still practically shining from the ceremony, she decided her new position gave her authority far beyond her jurisdiction. She strutted into the cemetery, sunglasses on, and declared that the tomb guard was disturbing the peace and violating noise ordinances with his loud steps. Spectators gasped. Veterans in attendance stood frozen. Nobody had ever dared confront a tomb guard before, much less threaten to arrest one. The guard, as always, didn't flinch. His training was clear. Ignore distractions, remain composed, protect the tomb. He marched on, eyes forward, rifle at his side. But Karen wasn't used to being ignored. She waved her badge in the air like a golden ticket to authority. "I'm an officer of the law," she barked. "You're under arrest for disturbing the peace and refusing lawful orders." The crowd erupted in murmurs. Phones were pulled out. Cameras clicked. The guard didn't respond, didn't even acknowledge her because his duty was sacred. That only enraged her more. She reached forward, intent on grabbing his arm. That was the moment everything changed. From the shadows near the perimeter, black SUVs suddenly rolled in. Doors flew open. A team of Navy SEALs, clad in tactical gear, stormed the cemetery in a coordinated line. Veterans in the crowd immediately recognized the discipline, the posture, the unmistakable aura of elite warriors. Karen stumbled back, eyes wide. "What is this?" she stammered. One SEAL stepped forward, his voice calm but commanding. "Step away from the tomb guard. You're interfering with a sacred military post." "This is my jurisdiction," she screamed, clutching her badge. "I'm a police officer." Another SEAL shook his head. "Not here, not ever. This ground is protected by the U.S. military. That guard you tried to arrest has more authority on this soil than you could ever dream of." Karen's face flushed red. She wasn't used to being challenged, much less shut down completely. She tried to argue, but her words fell apart under the weight of the SEAL team's presence. The crowd, meanwhile, had erupted into cheers. Veterans saluted. Families clapped. The tomb guard continued his silent, perfect steps as though nothing in the world had changed. The SEALs weren't just there for show. They had been nearby on a scheduled exercise and were called in when the guard's chain of command received word of the disturbance. They surrounded Karen, not aggressively, but firmly enough to let her know her antics had crossed into dangerous territory. "You're not just disrespecting this guard," one SEAL said sharply. "You're disrespecting every fallen soldier he represents. That's a line you don't cross." Karen's bravado cracked. Her sunglasses slipped down her nose as her hands trembled. I was just doing my job," she muttered. "No," the SEAL commander replied. "You were abusing your badge." At that point, cemetery security arrived and formally relieved her of any claim to jurisdiction. She was escorted off the premises, her protests fading into the distance. For once, her badge and her title had no power. But the story didn't end there. The incident went viral within hours. Videos flooded social media. Headlines screamed, "Local cop tries to arrest tomb guard, gets shut down by SEALs." Veterans across the country voiced their outrage at Karen's behavior. Community leaders called for disciplinary action. And within days she was suspended pending investigation. As for the tomb guard, he never once broke his stride. That's the remarkable thing about their discipline. No matter the storm raging around them, they remain the symbol of unshakable respect. The SEALs who intervened didn't do it for glory. They didn't do it for recognition. They did it because, like the guard, they understood something Karen never would. Honor isn't about power or titles. It's about respect, sacrifice, and duty. Standing at the edge of the crowd, I watched the guard continue his perfect march. His boots hit the pavement in flawless rhythm. His rifle shifted with precision. His eyes never wavered, and I thought to myself, this is what true strength looks like. Karen wanted authority. She wanted control. She wanted to be the loudest voice in the room. But in the end, her arrogance was silenced by something far greater than herself. The weight of history. the discipline of warriors, and the voice of a nation that doesn't tolerate disrespect for its fallen heroes. And so, the tomb remains guarded, the unknown soldier remains honored, and Karen? She became nothing more than a cautionary tale, a reminder that entitlement has no place where sacrifice is sacred. If this story moved you, let it be a reminder. True respect is earned, not demanded. Our service members, past and present, deserve honor that no badge or title can diminish. Stand firm against arrogance, speak out against disrespect, and always defend what is sacred. Share this story and keep the spirit of respect alive. Because some things are worth protecting no matter the cost.